Having a child is a blessing and comes with a whole package: bodily, life and routine changes, responsibilities too, and sometimes health risks. How about in the case of accidental or unintended pregnancies? The most common practice is an abortion. And whereas an estimated 93% of women of reproductive age in Africa live in countries with restrictive abortion laws, in 2012 alone, nearly 7 per 1,000 women of reproductive age in Africa were treated for complications from unsafe abortion. Could this be as a result of misleading information overload on how to handle a pregnancy? I am Regan Chieba. Social media is awash with a lot of how-tos suggesting different remedies to issues in our lives. A Facebook user shared a post which reads, "If you are pregnant without abortion rights, do not take 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day for 6 days, 500 milligrams per hour. Jesus is watching." Jesus wouldn't want you to have a miscarriage. I'm not encouraging you to sin, I'm simply saying it is the safest herbal abortion, as other herbs such as mugwort are dangerous in high doses. Let's fact check this. The World Health Organization considers abortion a common health intervention and only safe when carried out using recommended methods appropriate to the pregnancy duration and by someone with the necessary skills. Dr. Othniel Musana is a gynecologist from North Park Hospital and is speaking to us in regards to abortion, the claim, and more in Uganda's context.
Abortion means that there is an attempt to terminate a pregnancy. So that may be natural, what we call a miscarriage, or it may be intended. And the intended termination of a pregnancy may be either for medical reasons, there are some legal reasons under the law that are acceptable, but also there are other, most of the intended reasons are not medical or legal. So people are acting a little outside the confines of the law.
Now, in the case when we have abortion rights, would taking 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C for 6 days be a safe method for abortion?
False. False and misinformation. Vitamin C is not a known method for terminating pregnancy. Vitamin C is a drug used for boosting the immunity, the immune system. So vitamin C also has complications, and none of its complications are to do with abortion. So and that would be what we then call an unsafe abortion. There is no safe herbal method. There is no safe vitamin method. There is no safety is around the knowledge about doing it, where it's being done from, and with the most recent evidence-based method. Because if we say we're going to give you these drugs in these doses in this controlled environment, then likely, even if you get complications, we can respond to those complications as quickly as possible. As I've told you, the abortion has its own complications if we do nothing. But also if we do something, what we do also has complications. The issue of coming to the hospitals for safety is that we are able to detect them early and respond as quickly as possible to prevent you from getting more problems.
According to World Health Organization, around 45% of all abortions are unsafe, of which 97% take place in developing countries, and around 7 million women per year get health complications from unsafe abortion.
And now put into perspective that in Uganda, almost every second, I think there are about 44 pregnancies happening in teenagers. If in a day, over 1,000 pregnancies have happened in a day. In a month, over 30,000 pregnancies in a teenager. So those figures, most of those pregnancies will end up in an abortion. So if there are 1,000 per day in teenagers, it means all those are not planned. So by default, maybe 800 or 80% of them will end up in an abortion. Now, if one of them dies, then about other 50 will have come either they're bleeding, they have poked instruments, they have torn their intestines because they have gone through quacks, they have lost a lot of blood, and if you lose a lot of blood as a woman, it can also affect your brain. There's a part of the brain which controls reproduction. Those are some of the women you find late in life telling you, I don't have my periods normally. I used to have them in a good amount, now they are very little. I'm having problems of infertility because they've got an infection and the tubes are destroyed. So the impact, there's the immediate one, it can kill you. If they are using instruments like they do in the communities, they can tear your uterus, tear your intestine. We've had to remove uteruses of 16-year-olds because they are rotten and torn all over the place. We've had to remove sticks from abdomens and fingers. So these girls are destroyed for life. Those are the immediate impacts.
The challenge is usually not knowing what to do when a person with abortion rights carries it out.
Post-abortion care has about 5 elements. One is managing the complications. There is family planning. There's a linkage to other services like HIV care and other things. And of course, there is counseling. A lot of these clients, both the ones who had a miscarriage, but even the ones who, for some reason, performed an intended abortion, will all need counseling. So just don't let them move on.
Apart from the part where Jesus is watching, of course, God is always watching. Taking vitamin C is not a recommended abortion method. So guys, unsafe abortion leads to mental health, social and financial issues for women, communities, and the health systems. Abortion affects women's education, participation on the labor market, and positive contribution to growth of our nations. As you're trying to perhaps save yourself by carrying out an abortion, be aware of the laws in your area.
In the Constitution, there's an article which says no one has the right to terminate the life of an unborn child unless as authorized by the law. The other part of the law now is the penal code, the one which sanctions your punishment, which then states about it. One of the statements there, I think, which we use as medical practitioners to offer is that unless somewhere in the penal code it says that you must show that your intervention is aimed to saving the life of the mother. Now, saving the life of the mother is more medical, it's not social. And the reasons why we save the life of the mothers who are pregnant, women who are pregnant, is known. We have medical guidelines which tell us that, for example, if you have high blood pressure in pregnancy, it is destroying the kidneys, it is causing brain damage to the mother, causing liver damage, and has a risk of bleeding to death. Then you offer her the termination of pregnancy. Because if you don't do it, there is a big chance that she will die from pregnancy. But even then, you actually have to document clearly that this was for this reason and have evidence for that.
The call is you put sexual and reproductive health and rights in consideration and stay safe. Thanks for watching the Debunk Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Debunk Media Initiative. Follow us on the different socials and SoundCloud at the Debunk Show. Listen to our weekly podcast on MCI Radio every Friday at 2 p.m. and don't forget to stay verified.